Hi and welcome to the free match betting guide from onefreebet.co.uk. This guide will show you how you convert free betting offers from bookmakers into free cash, which you can then withdraw to your bank account. I've got over £1,000 worth of free bets in this document, so learning about and understanding match betting can be quite a profitable thing for you to do. Now, hopefully you've read through this guide and you've got a basic understanding of how this works, the theory behind it. And I've got some examples for you to read through, but I understand that reading through how things are done is quite different to actually seeing them displayed in front of you. So I'm going to now go through a qualifying bet and a profit bet on this video, and I might mention anything that comes up that I feel is important. So please just watch through this example and see what I do, and if you understand it to be correct already, then you're ready to go and place some bets. So I've put together the guide. I've got links here that will be important to you. I explain that this one, I'll zoom in so you can see, mbassist.co.uk, is an essential website which helps you find the match bets that are available, which ones will be most profitable for you, and it has a huge database of the bookmakers which we're going to be using. Another one, essential for covering the bets, is Betfair. So I'll open that up. Brings me to a welcome page, but as I'm already a member, I don't need to do this, so let me just get to the main site. Okay. And of course, I've listed the bookmakers in order of their deposits. So there's the low deposit bonuses, £25 in free cash, and then the medium bonuses around £50, and then the big ones. I recommend you do them in the an order of bottom up, so the cheap and free ones, lower bets first, because then you can add more to your profits so you're ready to lay off the larger sums later on. Okay, so let's go through one of these. I'll just click on one that's fairly standard. So let's say, for example, Sporting Bet, bet £25, get £25 free. And as I always mention, please do click on the links on the guide, because I get a small fee for referring players, and I've put a bit of my time into making this, and it doesn't cost you anything just to click on the link. So please show me a little bit of love for my time and effort. Also, you can click on the links from this website, onefreebet.co.uk, where I've listed most of the offers and deals, and if you're finding it difficult to click on the PDF, or you just want to keep this one open in the background, here are all the bookmakers, the free offers, and at the bottom, of course, the PDF, which we'll scan through now. Okay, so we decide to do, for example, Sporting Bet. What we do is, MB Assist, find Sporting Bet, look up their deals. Okay, and if you've read the guide, you'll know that the bookie odds 2.0 and above are what are required to release the free bet. If you bet on anything that's 1 point something, most likely you won't get your free qualifying bet. So here the best one, with odds of 2 and above, is this one here. Swiss Soccer League match, Creans versus Yverdon. Okay, and what we can do is we can open up the calculator. So the match detail shows what we should be looking for, and the match calculator tells us what we should be betting. So we need to be looking at Creans at 2.15 and then laying them at 2.2. Obviously odds change all the time, so make sure that the odds remain the same at the bookmakers. We're looking for football, and the date is today's football. So today's football coupon. There we go. Greens. Another good point, it's in fractional odds. Always make sure we use decimal odds. It's easier to understand anyway, I believe, but also match betting literature always quotes odds in the decimal format. Okay, I've lost the game now. Okay, here we go. 2.15, is that still correct? Yes. And then to lay, we'll look at what they are in Betfair. 2.2. So 2.15, 2.2, the odds still remain the same. It's a bet £25, get £25 free. So you bet £25 at those odds at Sportingbet, and you lay at Betfair. Now the lay box is always the pink one, and at the bookies you'll always be backing. So quite simply, you would select the game, which puts it in your calculator up here, your bet slip, put your £25 in and place the bet. I'm not logged in, I'm just doing this as a trial run. So I won't actually place the bet, but you'll see what's happening here. So the payout in Betfair is £55. That's what you'd need to pay if you lose. That's to say, if Queens win, then you'll be paying out in Betfair. But you'll be winning £53 in Sportingbet if they win. So you can see the difference there is £1.25. So you lose a total of £1.25 on this bet, but you get £25 free. So it's obviously a great deal for you. So say this match happens today, it finishes, you either win £53 at the bookies, or you win £55 at Betfair, or you lose the £55 at Betfair if you lose at Betfair. But you either win at the bookies or at Betfair. Okay, the next day you'll have £25 free credited into your Sportingbet account as part of the promotion. So what you'd need to do is find a game with high odds. If you remember in my ebook, I state that the odds should be over 4.0 with your free bet, because otherwise low odd events take too much of that free bet. An important thing is when you're betting with the free money, it's stake not returned, because the bookies don't give you your £25 that you stake back. If you win, they purely give you the profit. Okay, so stake not returned. Here we're only getting 70% of our money back, so with the free £25 we're going to see £18 of it back. It's not so good, because although I recommend 4.0 is the minimum odds, the higher the odds, the better. If this was, for example, 7.2 and 7.4, we'd only be losing £5. So the higher the better, but obviously the higher the odds, the more money you need in Betfair to pay out should you lose in Betfair. But I go down to about 75% is what I believe is an acceptable return. But during the football season, returns of 80% or more should be fairly regular. So you're looking for good matches that are 4.0 and above. Now the calculator will show you exactly what to do. So on your free bet, you will bet the £25 free at Sportingbet, and you will lay what it tells you to in this box. So the lay stake here in Betfair would be £21. Notice that if it's stake returned, if it's your first bet, the stakes are usually very much the same, £25 and £24.50. But on your second bet, when you're not using your own cash, the lay stake will be slightly different in Betfair, so you need to put in the correct amounts in order for it to work. And then after that, your Betfair will have £21 extra in it, or your bookie account will have £25 extra in it, or depending on the odds, whatever the odds will be. At the end of the process, so you've converted that money to free cash, and then you just go about withdrawing it, and that's one done. Then you either go to the ebook, or you go to the website, click on the next bookie, and do that. Over the course of a weekend, there's so many games, you can probably clear a good 2 or 3 bookies on a Saturday and Sunday. And any other questions, just read the ebook carefully. Most of the information is there, but hopefully this run through has helped you. Okay, thank you.